I'm twisted, you are not pushed. You even enable, like how I enable my dear wife to look after her parents, because me, I don't have both of them.
Thank you so much.
Yes, but that one does not mean that I don't need to look after my siblings, especially those who are willing. There are those who also become wild. You find that they are competing with you. You find that they have a lot of entitlement. There is a point where you find that they think you should first think about them before
because
your
the other
spouse,
looks a stranger to them.
Which is very dangerous.
That is the insecurity we are talking about.
That we are discussing about.
And you have actually brought a very big point there when you are talking about some, they are difficult to deal with.
Yeah.
I want to tell you that we have different types of in-laws. Yes. We have those who are absent. Those ones don't care. They are busy in their own marriages. They are hustling with life.
They show up when you have.
They can show up maybe once in a year, and they have no problem. They don't cause any problem.
Yeah.
But we also have those who are seductive.
Yes. They are already.
They want to come there. They want to be close because they want to do something with your wife. They want to do something with your husband.
Yes.
Those are also there.
Those are the same. Wait, there. The Bible talks about them. In Leviticus, Abalevi, chapter 18, verse 16, verse 6 to 18.
Yes.
It talks about, how did you call them? Those who seduce.
Seductive
in-laws. They can come, these ones, they are usually accused of impregnating your children, stealing your wife. They are committing incest. Therefore, I refer them back to Leviticus chapter 18, verse 6-18. It is evil to find relatives that are seducing each other into sexual acts.
So those, we have the absent ones, then those are seductive. Then we have the difficult one.
That one.
Even if you do what?
Let me first wonder. Dear viewers, be aware of difficult siblings, difficult in-laws, difficult mothers in love, difficult fathers in love.
Absolutely.
Those ones have caused more problems. Those are the ones whom we say that they have entitlement.
Thank you so much.
They come even when you are dead. They will come to own your property.
Absolutely.
But
for them, you see, for the couple, at least you have something binding you up to a certain period of time. You say, until death,
do us apart.
But these ones, even when you are dead, they are there.
Can you say something to difficult siblings?
Yes. Their biggest challenge,
yes,
I think some of them, definitely they have that entitlement element.
Yeah.
This is my brother. He is my brother.
My brother.
This is my only son. That is
daughter.
Now the mother or the father.
Those mother-in-law.
Yes, he is my only son. You are confusing him. He's not looking after me.
They
forget
at him as a boy.
They forget
He's an adult.
That when he was still a single man, he didn't have all the responsibilities.
Good.
When he gets the partner, they are planning together. They're saying, "Let us do this." So if whatever he was giving is reduced,
because he was alone,
or is skipped, it is a danger
to them.
To the woman or to the man now.
So, dear mothers-in-law who are there making sure that you sting on the boy child, this is now an adult who is planning for his dear wife and who is planning for the children to come,
for his family,
and for his family.
But he's not forgetting you.
He is not forgetting you.
Yes.
If you give a distance and keep saying, my boy, you are doing well, this guy will even give you more than what you're expecting.
Absolutely.
Continue.
Thank you so much. So, and some of them, I think, you see, for us the women, when you find, for example, the sisters-in-law who have gone to make their marriages and for one reason or the other, it doesn't work as expected. They come back here.
Yes.
They are now competing with you.
Those ones can have kajanja.
They are looking at you and saying, how is she managing when I have not made it?
And it's simply because of simple things. 5 of them I normally tell you. Poor communication, poor financial management, poor failure to take God as number 1 in your marriage.
Thank you so much.
And others end up in witchcraft.
Thank you.
Because if you fail to tell your family about God, there is always somebody who stand by.
Thank you so much.
Continue, my dear wife.
And so that is partly about the difficult in-laws. Then we have the gracious ones.
The precious,
gracious ones.
Those who know.
Those are wonderful.
Who have seen life.
They know they are in Christian marriages.
Wonderful.
They know what it means to build a marriage.
They know what
they are
supporting
you.
Them there.
They are praying for you.
Ah.
The other one, the sister, is praying for the brother because she doesn't want the brother's marriage to break.
How did you term them?
Gracious.
Can we give a big hand clap
for the gracious
in-laws?
You're wonderful. Yes. For them, when there is an issue, they are the first ones to come and say no. Yes, no.
They blame the
you
brother.
Cannot do this. Yes. They look at the brother and say, no, you can't do this. You have a beautiful thing. Please, don't spoil it.
By the way, child, I've been told that now most men are being beaten by their wives.
It is very sad.
Which is very dangerous. You
very
go on your husband and beat, and you think things are going to be okay.
And this is the leader of the family.
The leader of family, you go on a president and beat.
Now, do you think this is still a marriage?
It's no longer. It's a war zone.
It's a war zone.
So,
because, for example, if you are working in a company, can you wake up and beat the MD, the CEO?
You cannot.
You cannot.
You are just the head of a department, but you want to go and beat the CEO.
You cannot.
So, CEOs should also be careful and make sure that they respect, they provide, they guide, they pray.
It's not just the position.
Not a title. It's
not a title. You have to.
You must walk a talk.
Thank you so much.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Do you know that we are talking about the dangers of the influence of the other third party in our marriage? And we have reached on number 1, insecurity. Number 2.
We actually also handled, I think, entitlement.
Entitlement. Handled.
And I think we also somehow talked about competition.
Yes.
Competition.
Where you see the issue of competition, I want to talk about it in this way. It is natural to compete.
Yes, it is.
Because you see, when you are growing up with your siblings, with your brothers, with even the community, they keep looking at you in that childhood mode. Even Jesus himself was undermined in his own area.
Yes.
They kept saying, this son of carpenter.
This brother of mine, he's always joking.
He's always joking. But when outside, you are hero. Some of us have spoken on international platforms and people listen.
Yes.
But when we go back home, they keep pointing at that look at this orphan of yesterday.
They forget that there is something called character development.
Weberly, talk about that.
People develop their character.
Yes.
As they grow, as they see different things, as they transform from a level to another,
yes.
There is character development and shaping.
And human beings change.
Yes.
You cannot wake up and judge me with my history of 10 years back.
It is sad.
I've changed. I'm a different person with a different perspective. So it is good to always give a person second chance.
Absolutely.
And you listen. Then that's when things can work out well.
Thank you.
Couples that have worked together, that have limited the influence of third party, couples that have saved together, couples that eat together, couples that pray together, have developed.
Yes.
Than those that
see, that is, that is part of character development.
The character development you're talking about.
And revolving
and
from one step.
First talk about this as you are coming in. Do you know that most men, some of us, when we do what we are discussing, they accuse us that we have been bewitched.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
A bottle,
is
and cover up
that
and
one.
even throw keys away.
It is because of that entitlement, because of the insecurity. Because if you're not available for them the way they want you to be, they will feel that person has done something.
That is the insecurity we are talking about.
Thank you so much.
So,
About that competition, of course. You see, when you're growing up, you will have children who are a bit brighter, who are a bit outgoing, and everyone is looking at them with a keen eye, saying, "Ah, that one is going to be a great person." And these people take it up in them that I am the one supposed to be great.
So great.
And when for you, you come from nowhere, and you are shining, this person is not going to take it easy.
Some of us are God-made heroes. I'm telling you, we are answered prayers of some people.
And you see, that is why you find even cousins and what. This one was in a better school. They were shining. And when they hear somebody else,
success was predetermined for them.
Thank you so much. Someone else
know God's plan
is doing it. They become so insecure. They can't take it. They feel like, no, this is unfair. But they don't know that this person has actually gone into a process of developing himself, of developing his character, that is taking him to the level he is, or she is.
By the way, madam, as you continue, one of the reasons why I married you was because of that reasoning capacity, and I want to thank you for being the gift for that. So that, you know, you must have somebody who can challenge you, who can put you in that context and things work out. So, we are still talking about families within our marriages.
So we also have our own people with low esteem. That one also causes them to conflict with us. The low esteem. Someone feels like, now for me I'm a nobody, and when they see you, they are sad.
They are usually dangerous.
They are
because their thinking sad. Is equally.
Their thinking is like as if you're the cause
of their failure,
of what they are,
of who they are,
of who they are. And yet you are even feeling sorry, and you're looking at how you can help. And when you come to offer help, they can even reject because of that low self-esteem. Because for them, they feel they should be who you are, which is not possible.
In courses that we do in the military, there is what we call political education. And then in this leadership, they normally teach us the law of conformity. Do you know what it says? That when the superstructure changes, for example, status, for example, levels, when the superstructure changes, even the behavior changes. So it conforms itself. And the moment you do that, so there is no one who should come and claim that he has no enemies.
No.
In life, as long as you are alive, in life, as long as you are better than somebody, in life, as long as you are doing something different, for example, being free. Do you know that we are now annoying some people?
Of course. And I wanted to tell you, I wanted to bring out something.
The law of conformity must.
I wanted to bring out something that even when these issues are not taken care of, and you're a couple, you become enemies.
Yourselves.
Because of this issue.
Yeah, with this issue.
The man thinks for you, you are with your people. The woman thinks for you, you are with your people.
So we have
and
people
you
who are
become,
married, but when they are enemies.
Yes, you become great enemies because of such issues.
So dangerous.
And you see, when you are enemies, you don't wish each other the best.
The best. But that's why we have some women who are whistleblowers against their husbands.
Absolutely.
You get me?
Because they want to see your downfall,
you find that
simply because you have not done your responsibility. Yes.
So those who are competing.
And you see, some of them, if you are given such a background where some of these things have not been well managed, and the other family has come in and is almost controlling the marriage, it brings a lot of pain to the other person.
Sure.
And you cannot blame them because naturally these two are supposed to make their marriage.
Too much competition.
You find someone, hatred.
Yes.
It breeds hatred.
Hatred, and this hatred leads to domestic violence.
Violence, of
domestic violence. Because you imagine a person that you once woke up and said, I love you, you're my darling, you are my baby.
Absolutely.
And then out of blue, you are getting the gun to kill that person. You find that you are punching. It means that you have failed to control.
And thank you so much. When you bring up that, there's something I want to talk to the men.
Talk about it, my dear wife.
Let me tell the men.
Yes.
When a family fails, when a marriage fails, according to the Christian way, it is the man who has failed.
What? So do you want to say that if I go and lodge a divorce, you are
coming up to show the world that I'm a total failure.
Konkamchara, you wait there.
Yes.
We have seen people of high responsibility.
Yes.
People in high positions.
Absolutely.
They are lodging divorce. Are you trying to say that those men are failure?
They are declaring failure in that field.
Because the man is the commander.
He is the head. Let me ask you, when an organization fails, who is to blame? Is it the sweeper?
It is the CEO. No wonder.
Is it the person?
The Inspector General of Police is always responsible for the actions of a police constable.
Thank you so much. So men,
you have realized
men, this is for the men.
Vicarious responsibility.
It is a sole responsibility of a man
to make sure
to
things
build
work
a marriage. His marriage.
And a man.
Because he's a leader.
Yes, a leader.
You see, leadership.
A leader who does not manage family should not be entrusted with a public big office.
Thank you so much.
Because family is the basic unit of society. So if you cannot manage this basic,
what else are you going to manage?
What are you managing? You will see you there swearing, but when at home.
And these are some of the things. Yes. You see, there are some people, because of the background. For example, the mother, maybe he has been brought up by a single mother. She has struggled so much. I would think as a woman, you will do this for your son so that he becomes a better person in the future. So that he does not become maybe like his father, who was not responsible or something of the sort. But not for you
to emphasize that you
to have him in your pocket.
I raised you single-handedly.
To have him in your pocket.
And therefore you can also
control him and manage him. I think that is very wrong.
Very wrong.
And I know, you see, when somebody is doing something for you, you don't forget them.
True.
You don't. Even as much as you're trying to build a marriage.
But there are some couples who forget. Why? You find that when you get me, okay? And this one comes out of poor communication. You should tell your husband, or for example, you ask me, who are those people that were influential in your life? And I name them. So whenever you see me going back, please you support me.
Of course.
Because you know I'm giving back. But
absolutely.
we have some women who are so terrible. They don't want you to spend anything.
Those are also wrong.
They are also wrong.
Yes.
So it is high time that you should not forget where you come from.
No, you can't.
But we are discussing the venue.
You cannot live in a vacuum.
In a vacuum.
Yes,
wonderful.
You have your people. They are there.
The way you cannot love bread and forget the bucket.
Thank you so much. For those who say, for me, I'm here because of my children. Where did you get those children from?
Where were they? You did not produce them alone.
You didn't.
Yes.
These children are a product of a great union.
Of two of you.
Yes.
So you cannot say, I'm here for my...
No.
And by the way, parents, let me take this opportunity to tell parents.
That is where you need to wake up and make things work out with your spouse.
Yes.
And it's possible. There is nothing that is impossible.
There are even those who say, I'm working for my children. When you keep telling your children that you are working for them, they will reach a point when they will ask you to die so that they can take over your estates that you've been working for. So that's why I normally tell them, for example, mine know that they are visitors at my home, and whatever I'm doing is between me and my dear friend, so that in our old age when they are gone, we shall be here to discuss the same. we want to thank you viewers for seeing that you have followed us as we are discussing this noble, important doctrinal topic of families in our marriages. And families in marriages, we don't mean our neighborhood, but we mean you, our parents, our extended families, which include our parents, our in-laws, our clan leaders, those guys, our guardians, our people that we love. But kindly give us a distance as we do much better. We know that you are there. We shall support you. Let us discover ourselves with the less influence from the third party. There is no copy and paste, but when two adults understand that they have joined together into marriage and be willing to learn, two heads are better than one. So, can you give your...
my parting shout?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, my king. Now,
king without a kingdom, but the kingdom of God here. I'm a king.
Wait, when you say there is no copy and paste,
yes,
there is something that really disturbs me when people are trying to say that marriage is an institution.
Active institution.
Yes. And every institution has some standards. There are known standards for active marriages, successful marriages. If you look for those standards, you will get them.
Yes.
And it does not mean, it does not mean that you are copying from someone, but you are doing it right. If the other person is doing it right, why can't I copy? Is it a crime?
It's not a crime.
It will help me to do it
learning
better.
Good things.
Yes.
Even governments go for benchmark.
And marriage is the only institution
where
I think, I don't know, our leaders have neglected so much.
Yet it is very fundamental.
It is the biggest institution that we can ever have on this planet Earth. It is life itself. Even in schools, for example, at the university level, we should be having courses, course units in marriage. Because after school, shortly after school, they are going to enter marriage. But do they even know?
They enter in a beehive.
In a beehive. So learning is every day.
Yes.
You have to learn from the day you think about it
every day
to whatever age.
Yes.
Nobody should lie to you that they have been there 50 years and they know
you may be there 50 years.
No,
when you are
learning is every day. Even people of 50 are learning something.
They can learn something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please learn as much as you can. It is a beautiful institution, and if you're lucky and you learn and you apply, you will enjoy. I think functional marriages are heaven on earth.
Yeah, the earth is here.
Thank you so much.
You are waiting for heaven. Heaven
it is here.
What
you create it yourself.
You create it yourself.
Yes.
Thank you very much, viewers, for being there for us. The words that we have said here are words of the Muchunguzi, not the words of Uganda Police Force, not words of Nagasha's company, but our own thinking. Where we have annoyed you, we are very sorry. Where we have inspired you, we thank God for that. Thank you for being there for this wonderful topic of families in our marriages. Together, we shall have a wonderful society that believes in stable marriages. Cheers. God bless you. Bye-bye. Thank you.